Hello? Yay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second game of the day. And we are going to be starting very shortly, precisely in 90 seconds. So if you can please take your seats, place your bum firmly on the seat, and get ready for some fantastic roller derby. I'm going to be commenting not so factually compared to my co-announcer, Ashley. Hello, Ashley.
Who's that? Sorry?
Ashley, I believe that's her name. How do you, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but how do I get this higher? There we go. People in the crowd, can you hear us? No, that's them, that's them. I feel like I got in there way too, at the wrong time.
Scotland can hear us. That's what I gather from that.
And so can Argentina, right? Okay, crowd, can you hear us? Thank you. Woo. Thank you very much. Okay, so we start announcing people.
Michelle, why don't you start?
Well, let's start with Argentina.
Michelle.
Argentina, 0-3, Temis. 1-3, Capitan Barbosa. 1953, Matt Flaca. 1980, Holka. Number 24, Ladrillo. Number 26, Tropical Mecánica. Number 265, Lula San. Number 27, Paoli. Number 35, Curesha. Number 45, Maquilombera. Number 609, Camola. Number 7, Rasho. Number 8, Papap. There's a bucket load of them. Number 95, Manija. Number 99, Chinaski. Coach is Mono Loco. Alt captain is Trisque. Stats is Machete. And lineup is Hans.
Just for all the children out there, earmuffs whenever Val is speaking. Earmuffs. Earmuffs. That was delightful. Scotland, we have 0-3 Shorty, 0-9 Riot, 3 Anita, 7 Little, 1-1 Crazy Legs, 1-9 Utter Mayhem, 2-2 McLean, 3-9 Bangers, 5-0 Peacock, 6-4 Simple, 7-7 Patterson, 9-9 Not Sorry Laurie, 750 Brute, and 764 Tids.
Well, we were busy announcing number 1953, Matt Flaca, has gotten lead for Argentina.
How dare she?
How dare she?
How dare she?
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this matchup because Argentina are kind of cool from playing them yesterday. Most of them yesterday.
And Scotland having just played now.
Yeah.
And also yesterday.
And yesterday. I feel like I see a lot of same people here. We may have a fellow DRD on the league, fellow 8 DRD, Manija for number time Manija for Argentina.
Who's on the line right now, up against Patterson, 7-7 for Scotland.
Or, if you're English, you pronounce it Manija.
Or Mojito.
Mojito is another thing that we've heard. Some fantastic 3 walls going on.
Manny not letting Scotland settle at all. Struggling to keep her back, however, they do manage.
Patterson finds an inside line, and she is lead jammer. Okay? Followed closely by Manija. I know. I know, that's why I say it.
Patterson calling it off, gets knocked out. Let's see how many points she gets. I think that is 3 points.
We have learned that we cannot mess with people's names.
No,
Manija.
Manija. Okay, there's some...
I know how to pronounce your name, Manny.
Manny doesn't call it off in time, and Scotland gains some points on that last run. Patterson doesn't call it on time. Manny steals some points. She's good at that.
There's a lot, yeah.
She does that.
She does that.
You have to watch it.
Rosie Peacock on the line for Scotland.
Pushing up, getting knocked out. Unfortunately stepping front of 4-5. And earning herself a trip to the penalty box.
However, there was a bit of confusion on behalf of the Argentinian jammer, Tropical Mecánica, who thought she had gotten a penalty. She didn't, got called back on track, came back on, and now she's on her first scoring pass. However, she is not lead jammer.
Through on her first scoring pass, taking the inside. Scotland giving up that line.
Argentina doing a good job at trying to manipulate pack and trying to see where they can make Tropical Mecánica do the less amount of work.
2 Argentinian blockers coming in, sweeping to the out. Meanwhile, Tropical Mecánica takes the in. Those corners are deadly.
They are deadly. We know. Guard those lines.
those lines.
You know,
Guard them
get
with your
low,
life.
guard lines, score points, call it off, win the game.
Easy.
You know, roller derby.
Easy. Scotland settling into their defense.
The star is off for Peacock. However, just out of the penalty box, they come back into the penalty box, star in hand. Tropical Mechanica, in the meantime, is getting through another scoring pass.
Seat is definitely still warm for Rosie. That was another joke.
It was another joke.
It was another joke.
A non-factual joke.
An actual
hey, Megan.
joke.
In the meantime, we have, again, Team Argentina manipulating Pac.
Goading two blockers at the back. 7-5-0, holding Tropical Mechanica, but has to let her go.
Tropical Mechanica trying to call off the jam without realizing that she couldn't. Rosie is back out of the pack. Team Argentina see her, but they cannot stop her.
Blows through, but they reform in front of her. It's always a sad day.
It's always a sad day.
You see the light,
Yeah.
and it is taken away
When you
from
think you've gotten to that line,
Yeah.
but you just fall on your bum instead.
There's ice on the track. I didn't
Yeah.
know if you
I
guys
see
knew
a
this.
few nodding heads over
Yes,
there. It's like,
and-
you know that pain.
Uh-huh.
You
Actual
know that
fact.
pain. Actual facts.
This wood is overlaying ice.
Yeah. Make sure you guard those lanes. I see some gesticulating. They could be Italian by the amount of gesticulating that's happening here. I would know. Fact.
Always the romantics.
Fact. Fact.
Italian is Spanish. Fact, folks.
Fact. Fact. Both Latin. Where were we? Matt Flaga is jamming for Argentina.
I believe we were having a language lesson.
I believe,
But let's
yeah.
go back to Derby, shall we? Yes.
Derby. Things happening on the track.
Semble getting some help from Shorty. Shorty often there whenever Jammer needs.
You know,
And
Shorty's
whatever
an
the other
inspiration
generals-
because as a non-tall human being myself,
One of the untals.
when the untalls myself, also a number 3 myself,
193, almost making it in, but the
Jammer's gesticulating to the refs gesticulating back. However,
Yeah.
the ref is always going to win that battle.
Argentinian Jammer not happy about that call, but she is forced to sit in the box as Semple comes around for her scoring pass.
Some beautiful screening offense, but unfortunately the Jammer falls and is not able to take lead of it. This is something that actually we have noticed throughout the roller derby community. Argentina and 2x4 brace with their hands and not with their arms. Strong, whatever muscles needed.
Interesting fact, your hands are part of your arms.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Extension, I believe.
Yeah. Extension. Very
I'm not going to
strong-
enjoy this, Bruham.
strong braces from both people. However, just as she gets out of the box, 195, Matt
Flaka.
Flack is forced to return, keeping that seat warm once again. A
A-
knee pad flies onto the track,
A protection of some form
and
has...
so does a ref.
You got this, ref.
Back into action. Pack is swarming as Scotland tries to break up that Argentinian wall to release their jammer. But there's always one Argentinian blocker in front.
There seems to be some heavy hits happening on track. I would not like to be either team right now.
Scotland trying to do some pack manipulation themselves.
Now, who does
But-
that missing knee pad belong to?
Yes. Somebody get that person some tape.
Someone get that person some tape, indeed. We have also for a second I thought we were playing a flat 4, and I was like, what year is this? Manija, for those of us who think they can pronounce names. Manija on the line, matched up with Patterson.
Manny goes through her own wall to surprise Scotland. Forces a cut on the Scottish blocker.
Not 100% sure what happened there, but Manija got lead.
Earns lead. I think the blocker who hit her out went to the box, therefore she did not have to re-enter behind.
Fun fact number 2 of the day.
Yeah.
Well, on opposing teams yesterday, Papap and Manija are in fact sisters.
That is a fun fact.
It is a fun fact.
My God.
Yeah, what?
My God.
You may tell by their beautiful skating ability
Together at last.
and by the fact that they actually kind of look alike.
Same disappointed face.
Same disappointed, angry face.
Angry
And it's
face.
like, you did what?
Manny again just swirling around, not even slowing down to turn backwards and forwards again. Astounding skating ability. Unfortunately, Scottish jammer knocked out by number 99, forced to return in behind. That is Patterson.
Two very, very different styles of skating for these jammers. Brute force versus footwork. Now, not to say that the other one doesn't have the other, but it is very apparent. Manija threw for another scoring pass, this time only getting 4, turning around, calling it in a classic Manija way. And the crowd goes mild for Manija. Mild, I know.
Goes mild.
Mild. The crowd goes mild.
Turn it up a notch, guys. You're allowed to have fun here.
We are allowed.
This is a safe space.
Safe space. Roller derby is a fun place. Is this the first time we see number 265 Lula San for Argentina?
On the gem line, I believe.
On the gem line, yeah.
Yes. Another interesting fact.
Not sorry, Laurie is sorry. Do you hear my Canadian accent there? Sorry.
Sorry.
Laurie is wearing the star for
She
Scotland.
breaks through, jumps over the bum of 0-3 to escape.
Some
Getting
fantastic skating happening in this game. I am amazed by the amount of jumps.
Fighting both Crazy Legs and Shorty. They are forced to let her go as they are out of the engagement zone.
Ooh, there was a moment of confusion there where ref awarded lead jammer to Lula, but in fact it is not the case.
It has already been taken by Laurie.
And you can't have
Sorry.
it. Sorry.
Luluzan.
Sorry. Oh,
sorry.
Was that a joke, bro?
That was joke number 2 tonight.
Oh my
folks.
God, you're on fire.
So fiery.
Luluzan continuing her trip around the track.
Looks like Scotland and running this one, trying to get the points. Luluzan knocks down Crazy Legs.
For
Doesn't get all the points because she did not pass Crazy Legs upright and inbounds.
Fact.
Fact.
She is also through to another scoring pass, both jammers in the pack. There is a lot of bodies on track. I cannot tell what's happening, but Argentina breaks through. 2-wall, Scotland, no pack, they're through.
Scotland are being pushed to the very edge on each scoring pass, being forced to let Argentina go. They are not giving them an inch. Laurie finally calling it off before the next jam. It looks like 12-8 for Argentina.
Argentina?
Argentina. There's an extra I in there, didn't you?
I did.
Silent I, or
Silent I.
invisible I.
There is no I in team.
Opposite.
There is no second I in Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina.
We'll see if Scotland continues to run those jams, build up those points. Right now, Scotland trailing Argentina 63-15.
Matt Flaka again with the star for Argentina. There is a severe battle of power at the top of pack.
Little trying to find some space to break open a line, but she's not having any success, but she bridges her pack out. Matt Flaka finds the line on the outside and is declared lead.
There is some amount of recycling happening at the back of pack. Argentina forcing the star to come off the jammer. They're still manipulating pack at the back. There is a blocker ready to get that pivot. Rawr.
Oh, 609 tried to stop Little, but she jumped over her to break out, forcing the call off from Argentina.
We are looking at 67-15 for Argentina. This is going to be a fantastic matchup. Manija versus Peacock. Full complement of blockers on both sides. Everyone's getting ready to try to get their best formation forward.
Jammers positioning for the best place to get through. There's a bunch of traffic on the inside. Manny trying to get to the out, goes in backwards, gets lead. Throws in a little jump for the audience.
In the meantime, Argentina has lost a blocker to the penalty box. Peacock forces their way through. Brute force. Manija does her usual back around spin. Not too sure what happens.
Backwards.
Gets their points.
Defying gravity. Peacock coming around for her first scoring pass. Does she get any points? 2 points for Scotland. Many had just called it off that 1 second too late.
It happens.
It happens.
It is a particularly busy game on track. There's a lot of squishing, a lot of force, a lot of transitioning. There is a lot of transition. Like, I can't do that.
Can in my dreams, Val.
I know.
All right, Rasho up against Patterson. Scotland still sending that offense. They have the extra blocker to spare. Little trying to create some kind of space, but Argentina just able to reform and recycle, knocking out Patterson.
Some beautiful drive-by offense on behalf of Pop-Up that gets Rasho out for lead. Unfortunately, it also gets her a penalty, but some penalties are just worth it. I said it, Nash. I'm sorry. Some penalties are worth it.
Excellent awareness on the lines for Rasho as she just jumps. Patterson unable to continue. The jam is called.
I have been on the receiving end of hits like that, and they are not pleasant.
It is a full contact sport, as we have mentioned before.
It is.
It gets rough out there.
It's also very fun.
It's what?
It's fun. You know that thing you do when you laugh?
I'm sorry, have I been
Did you guys not have fun in Canada? You're laughing, so you know how to have fun.
Announcing.
Let's get a joke in there every once in a while between the facts.
Facts only. I made this very clear.
Who called the fun police on you?
No fun intended.
There is a pack advantage for Scotland. Not sorry, Laurie, is your lead jammer. Matt Flaka battling out at the back.
Scotland doing some pack manipulation up at their own at the front this time. Star is off.
Shorty running too far behind.
About
Matt Flaka gets in front of her. Every once in a while, you hear some Spanish encouragement coming from the stands.
Laurie coming around for her second pass, calls it off, sees Matt Flaka coming.
There is a lot of aggression, like good aggression on this track today. It's great to watch.
Controlled aggression.
Good aggression.
Yes.
You know, the one that's not with a knife and...
Yes. Another interesting fact about roller derby, no weapons allowed.
No weapons allowed. Unless you call them hips weapons. What?
No, they introduced that rule recently.
No, you can't. Okay, fair
no
enough.
weapons. Yeah.
It was getting real messy out there. Fact.
Too hard to control.
Manika on the line for Argentina, while Semple is on the line for Scotland. No longer on the line, fighting their way through the front of pack.
Both really strong three walls, though they are being tested by both of the jammers.
Jammer's doing a really good job at trying to stay in bounds while trying to recycle that wall. These are hard walls to get through.
Very smartly not chancing the lines. This little just knocks Maniha out.
There's some amount of bracing going on at front of pack while the Scottish jammer is trying to break through. Maniha out of nowhere, well, not out of nowhere, out of the fighting the back of the pack, gets lead for Argentina.
I believe she was on the track, Val.
I believe she was on the track. She's not nowhere. These facts are boring, bro.
But they are factual. We're here for the learning.
Ooh, some nice hits going on there.
Papa preventing Little from running back, knocking her out so that her jammer could come back in. Yes, indeed.
Yes, and Shude, yes, indeed. That means help.
Ah.
There you go. So help your jammer, basically.
Agreed.
We have...
And she does help her jammer, smushes the Scottish wall against the outside so Manny can have a clear path through.
Kamola doing her best to run the Scottish jammer behind as far as they can.
Semple's still not completing her initial pass, trying to get through that incredibly strong Argentinian tripod.
In the meantime, Manika gets recycled back all the way by Little. No pop-up to hit her out this time, so she gets to recycle Manika all the way back. However,
Mary finds the line. Pap gives her a clear line to get through sisterly love. That's
do you
what
reckon that
is.
as sisters they communicate without talking?
That's why I assume it works. I don't know.
Do you know the way cats take the shape of whatever container they're in? I feel like Manicha's like that.
Are you thinking of cats or water?
Yeah, like both.
Sort of
Cats are
gas.
water.
Oh, yes.
I'll show you on the internet later.
Non-Newtonian fluids. That's
Yes.
what they are.
Not sure. You can think you do a better job. You can come here and grab the microphone.
I think we're doing an excellent job. Fact.
Fact. Thanks, Nash. I crave your approval, Nash.
Nom nom. Nom.
Anyways, yes, Manicha is a non-Newtonian liquid. She just is at the back of pack and then at the front of pack.
Yeah.
Peacock for Scotland, Tropical Mechanica for Argentina.
Peacock has them on the corner, and she gets lead, but she puts a foot out and is sent to the box.
In the meantime, that Scottish wall is doing a really good job at recycling. Tropical Mechanica, start in hand, manages to get through. That is a jammer, right? Yeah, start in hand. I know roller derby.
Lead was awarded, but taken away because Peacock went to the box. So Argentina could not get it. It'll be a 2-minute jam.
Fact.
Fact.
Tropical Mechanica showing some beautiful skating skills on that outside, jumping in, doing some really mad cool shit, and 5 points.
Rosie is
Can you curse? Can I curse?
out of the box. I've already warned the
Beep.
children about earmuffs, so
Yeah, I already said a couple of bombs anyway,
Earmuffs.
so I was like, screw that.
Peacock does make it through on her initial pass. Although I think she...
No, whatever. I love the way the jammers look at their benches for communication constantly. They're super aware, and you know what? That can make it or break it.
Yep. It's hard to see everything on track. Different vantage points. The more information you can get, the better.
Yeah. Blockers do a lot of talking on track as well, but you know, sometimes you can't see a clear picture. Peacock ducking on the outside, getting all the points in a fantastic manner. 4 points up for them.
8 just unable to stop them as they power through.
Argentina getting walloped by Peacock. However, Tropical Mechanica is at the back of pack.
Shorty
Doing-
giving some help to Peacock, pushing the wall forward. Jam called off naturally.
Natural conclusion.
Natural conclusion to that jam. 12 points for Scotland on that one. 9 for Argentina. Getting some close jams. Everyone's settling in. Feeling each other out.
You're not allowed to do that.
I don't think
That's a
in the
joke,
rulebook.
not a fact. Also a fact.
Actually, you are.
Unless it's consensual.
You're just not to get any advantage from it. That's all.
That's like, oh God.
No advantage
And
gained.
changing topic swiftly.
All of the
There is
fields.
some sort of stoppage happening. I did not notice why.
There's an
official.
official timeout.
V Bizzle doing his best there to make sure that the track is good. You look at that line intently, Bob.
Yeah. You tell that line.
You show that line who's boss.
Stay track.
He's not even listening. This is great.
Oh, he hears us.
Can you hear us, Bob? Where's the other coach? Al. Oh, they lost. Seems like Bob and Al both lost something on the track.
Do you need some help?
Round of applause for Al and Bob doing a really good job on those lines. Completely oblivious to what's happening. Good job, Al. Good job, Bob. I hope you found what you were looking for.
They've done the rounds. Phoebe won via the inside track, though, so it was
So that's not fair. Unfair advantage.
Next time,
Next time, Al
different
Garcia is
tracks.
inside. Yeah, I agree. Bob oblivious, that's what you were.
Oblivious. 45.
Matt Flaka gets lead for Argentina, whereas Not Sorry Lori is recycles back.
She yields that cut, steps on briefly, but comes back in behind. Very good awareness. No pack at the front. 45 is forced to go forward.
Argentina getting called on some destruction of pack.
Lori finds the space to get through.
Some fantastic battling it out of the front of pack. I feel like there's a lot of movement, but there's a lot of hitting as well. So much so that people fall. Fact.
Fact. Hitting makes you fall.
Derby makes you fall a lot. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a really bad bruise on my leg from falling. I will show you for money.
The floor is a harsh mistress.
You know what's even worse? Your
What's that?
teammates' wheels. And when you fall on them, that's really sore.
Derby wouldn't really be derby without wheels, though. would
Yeah,
it?
right now. It would just be like footbridge. You can go by.
Walkie
Yeah,
derby.
just be careful. Manija jamming for Argentina. Semple jamming for Scotland. It seems like we're playing backwards derby. We're going backwards instead of forwards. Manija beautifully handled on the outside, but not well enough.
Riot is there to answer, but unfortunately that move takes her to the box. Manija spins to the outside and around little, back to back.
You know, she does that to me a lot when we play against, and yet I still don't know how to stop her.
You can't.
You can't. Fact.
Again, the signature one-footed transition move to get around Crazy Legs.
And a bit of a tumble, but also 4 points, as you can see from the wiggling fingers of the jam ref.
All right. Semple back, star in hand, but Argentina is ready for her.
That is a very sensual walk you got there, Minx. Back to track. It seems like both jammers are battling it out, both at front and back of pack. Recycling, hitting, Manija doing her usual one-foot transition on the outside that never gets old, and more points. No, seriously, we need to learn how to do that. I know, me too.
Coming out
I can't
again.
hear you.
Third scoring pass for Manija. And she is just given a free pass by Little.
In the meantime, Semple still star in hand, trying to get through. The star is now in the pivot's hands. They are clear a pack.
Excellent star pass, excellent visual on the lines. Manny, super smart jammer.
There is 17 points on the board for Argentina, possibly all scored backwards.
That's how
Hello,
you score
Nasher.
in roller derby.
Any comments, Nasher? Later.
Oh, okay. Can't wait.
For those of you who don't know Nasher, she's very good at everything.
She's good at running. Look at her run.
Look at her run. She can't hear us
beautiful
because the
run.
microphones point that way.
She
Oh,
also wears a red scarf like a boss.
A scarf.
Like a boss.
See, people find my jokes funny. Thanks, Petra. A scarf. So is that what you were in Canada? A scarf?
Scarf.
Scarf.
Oh,
That's how you say it in Italy.
Scarf?
Scarf.
Scarf.
A Scottish accent.
Scarf.
I apologize for anyone I insult today.
She wears a red scarf.
Scarf.
Beautifully. That was a mix of 5 different accents, if you couldn't
That's
tell.
just my screwed up accents. Apologies in advance. Oh, Bob has the outside line this time around.
Who's gonna
Well,
win?
Al's just cutting
Al-
through the
Al
middle of the
seems to
track.
be confused about where to go.
It's the
losing time.
orange line there, Al. Oh, hello, Bob.
Okay.
Other Bob. Yeah, we do.
And that is what
For-
we did with that time.
Yeah.
All right.
How did you spend that time? I bet you it wasn't posing.
Yeah, not as good as Nasher, though.
No, not as good as Nasher.
Legend in posing.
Hey, Megan again.
All right, back to Derby.
I feel like Anton Dank is in my way. Damn referees. Lulazan for Argentina. Peacock again.
We love
for-
our referees. We love them. They are never in our way.
Well, except when they give you penalties. Don't like them.
Luluzan is out and leads with 2 Scottish players in the box.
Some
Full Argentinian pack to block.
Some
Peacock.
beautiful backwards toe stop run on behalf of Peacock, who's fighting at the front of pack against that Argentinian wall.
Luluzan gets sent to the box and a cutting the track penalty.
2-minute jam, favorite for all jammers. Run, Ellie, run.
The star has been passed, but unfortunately, our new jammer has been recycled all the way back. I believe that is Shorty. It is.
I think Shorty's my spirit animal. I really want to be as good as
She
her.
can do anything.
She literally can.
Maybe she could wave and wear a scarf better than Nasher.
I
I'm not
don't know
sure.
now. That's a big one.
We'll have to test this out. Gets knocked out again by 45.
Maquilombera.
Maquilombera.
There we go. We got it. We got it. We can read shirts real well. Shorty's fighting their way through the back of pack. There's a lot of blockers in a very short space of track. Peacock turned blocker tries to stop her. Full
Luzon
points.
finds those spaces though through the middle, dances around, out for 4. Shorty still trying to get out on the initial, knocked out again by Lombera.
5 points in the meantime on the board for Lulazan.
Pack spread out, taking a while to get back to their jammer, struggling.
The speed at which these blockers recycle is admirable.
Admirable.
Admirable. Is that a word? Yeah, admirable? Yeah, it is a word. It's an English word? Is it a Canadian word?
It's a combination of words.
Okay. Well, you got what I meant.
I understand.
Shorty still trying to get through pack. Papap's having none of it.
And it comes to its natural end.
2-minute jams.
12 points for Argentina and that one. None for Scotland.
Bob's making sure, this Bob is making sure that we're doing a good job announcing.
He's going to turn off the mics, I think.
Any
That's
minute
gonna
now.
happen. Yeah.
Step away from the machine bit,
Everybody.
the sound
Had enough of
system.
this. All right, another strong-handed tripod at the back for Argentina as Flack tries to push through,
Matt Flacca with her long legs.
forcing the Scottish blockers out of play again. But Laurie is not too far behind. Scotland tries to set up.
All Argentina on offense to get those points. Let's see how quickly they can reform and get that D going. However, there seems to be a bit of a race. And a blocker, Argentinian blocker, is sent to the box for a multiplayer.
That's a nice gift for someone to take home. That's
Very
what that
much like a
means.
show, the panty is being thrown to the audience.
Throwing the panty.
Only 2 blockers on track for Argentina. They try their best. And they actually managed to recycle the Scottish.
Unfortunately, they broke pack to do so, and one of the blockers is now heading to the box. Patterson knocks 99 out of the way.
Manija has about half a lap behind. Pack is becoming very, very, very quick to try to get some points for Scotland.
It's a race. Scotland trying to get in front of Argentina, but unsuccessful.
Some beautiful offense on the outside. On behalf of Argentina, clears Manija, 4 points for her. Patterson trying to get some help. Only has one blocker, a
nice.
beautiful toe stop pop. But unfortunately for her efforts, she gets a cut. That is actually so sad.
Amani threw her second pass, and now because Patterson is in the box, gets 5 full points for that one.
And we are back to a 2-minute jam. Again, jammers' friends. They love that 2-minute jam.
Yeah,
all of Argentina just cascading on the Scottish blockers, getting Manija through untouched.
Getting a penalty for that one as well, but sometimes
They're worth it.
says-
No matter what people say, they're worth it.
the other jammers in the box, maybe you don't need so many blockers on track right now.
Right, right. Shorty doing a fantastic job at trying to get Manija off track, but unfortunately gets a penalty for her backwards motions.
Help from Argentina, knocking Patterson out at the top of the apex, forcing her to come back around.
Manija doing her usual spin on one foot thing that bothers us, but is also so beautiful to watch.
The huge.
The
Classic Manny.
the Manny special. The Manny special.
Finds an open line on the inside and just grabs 5 points right before the whistle, gets those wheels on the ground, takes them all.
When I grow up, I want to be Manika. Do I have time?
Are you still going?
I'm still young. I may be older than her, but when I grow up, I want to be Manika.
When you grow taller.
I will tell her.
There's still some.
Oh, by the way, at the halftime of this game, so very shortly, there will be the Ireland raffle. That is why there is a pot of gold here beside me.
A pot of great raffle prizes.
I am going to try. You're going to throw stuff? Oh, I better get myself in the audience. Can I go to this?
Free stuff is about to be thrown, guys.
If you get yourself in the stands, there will be people throwing stuff at you, good stuff at you, stuff that won't hurt, and stuff that is free.
If you are watching this by stream, get here in the next 46 seconds, and you too
will be able to get thrown stuff at. I did. Just listen to me. It's okay.
No one's listening
I forgive
to you, Val.
You're very pretty, Ginge. I repeat, because apparently people have not heard me, Team Ireland will be holding a raffle at halftime. There is an official, and our undercover agent, Factual Brew, is going to figure out what's happening. I did a joke, because Brew's not here to stop me. All the jokes. I am a free bird. I can make all the jokes, say unfactual things, and Brew can't give out to me. Brew is quite scary, lads. Another fact. Oh, damn it, I'm getting sucked into the fact bubble. Anyway, going back to things that I was meant to say, Team Ireland is going to be throwing bags of goodies into the audience, just like any good old-fashioned baseball, football, American concert / fun thing. Right? Did they do that in Canada?
Do what now?
Throw stuff?
Fun things? No, never.
No, there's no fun things in Canada.
No fun things happen in Canada, I'm sorry.
Just facts.
Facts and maple syrup, that is all that happens in Canada.
And I believe, are you sporting double denim today?
Dub den.
Dub dem.
Yep.
Could you be any more Canadian? Oh, we have a Shreff. We don't have a Shreff.
Powell, we're good. We got it.
No.
Yeah, Powell tried to out-Canadian me yesterday, so I had to one-up.
Powell, if you're listening at home, it's on.
It's on, man. Vest and shirt.
Hers had a little bit of fur.
Pants are in the wash,
whatever.
Man. Pants are in the wash. Cool. So what happened there was the Scottish bench, or Argentinian bench, sorry, was asking for an elbow to be called. No, it was the Scottish blue. Oh, blue and blue. Dark blue was asking for an elbow on white that would rescind the penalty that was put on her jammer because she would have went to the box. Therefore, there would be no cut.
Yeah, I lost you about half an hour ago.
So, well, facts are hard. Facts are hard sometimes.
And extremely boring in others.
That happened. The penalty on the jammer in the last period was rescinded because it was found that indeed there was an elbow.
A factual elbow.
A factual elbow.
And we're back on.
Through to the box.
What is possibly the last sham of the game. Rasho getting lead straight away, where we have a Semple on the line being stuck behind a fantastic amount of wall people from Argentina.
Papap uses her whole body to stop Semple.
You know, I find the Argentinians so inspiring because they're my size and so tough.
So tough.
So tough.
So what's up with you, Val?
I don't know. I must have lost the genetic lottery right there.
Argentina double teaming Semple.
Double teaming.
One with a knock, one sending her out. Well, Rasho comes around for her third scoring pass. Semple's still trying to complete her initial.
And the Argentinians always look so friendly, holding hands while they skate. Look. But they're not friendly at all on track. They're actually really tough. They're lovely, but they're tough.
Rasho not stopping at all.
Some beautiful matrix happening on behalf of Semple here. Unfortunately, she falls at the very last second, steps out of track. Rasho has decided to take this as a 25-5.
Stepping through over the legs of the Scottish blockers. Scotland now ready for Rasho this time. but there's a lovely screen. However, Shorty is there.
And remains
To
in
meet.
bounds, despite the fact that they tried to hit her out.
Now we're playing some backwards roller derby once again.
Refs are having a bit of a race to see who can get there quicker. On the outside, the pack is moving backwards very quickly.
2 Argentinian blockers in the box.
And Semple finally gets out of pack, puts the star back on, gonna try to get a scoring pass in before the time expires.
Rasho meeting a sea of dark blue as Papap finally creates a lane for her to get out of the pack. That was her 5th scoring pass.
Some beautiful footwork on behalf of Rasho, some beautiful blocking. Are you all ready to get stuff thrown at you, apparently?
Free stuff, everyone.
Free stuff, everyone loves free stuff.
Halftime. Halftime, everyone.
I caught a thing. And I believe that whistle signals us back to real life, onto this track in Greystones, where we are hosting a 6-header tournament. Today sees the international teams. Hey, Pippa. Today sees the international teams. We are currently watching Argentina versus Scotland. Is that a good Scottish accent? Scotland. We are starting with pack disadvantage for Argentina. So it is not Peacock, as the board says. Not sorry, Lori. Is lead, but then they get a cut track. Oh no, what a dramatic start to the second part of the game.
2 penalties because they did not leave the track early enough. That is 1 minute in the box for Scotland.
Oh no, that means that there is a full minute for Matt Flaka to capitalize and try to get as many points as possible. However, the star is now passed to Maki Lombera.
That was a twisty star pass.
If you remember D1, where, you know, Maki Lombera was playing for 2x4, you may remember many a star pass that she got and actually capitalized very much on. Maki Lombera doing exactly that, getting 5 points at the front of pack.
Argentina having a difficult time keeping blockers on the track. Lucky for them, there's no jammer.
Lucky for them. This is the best time not to have blockers on track when there's no opposing jammer.
It means less people for your jammer to go around.
Yeah.
Lucky Lombera almost makes it through, but 3-9 is there to stop her. That is Banger.
Bangers, who also played for ARG against Dublin and 2x4 yesterday.
Scotland trying to recycle Maki Lombera back and successfully doing so. However, they're having a difficult time reforming, breaking the pack wide open, sending one of them to the box.
Someone kindly reminded us to turn the music off while we talk.
Oh, great.
So you can hear us better.
Voice.
Sorry about that.
They do love us.
We did say some really cool things, though, that you missed out on.
Yeah.
Maki Lombera took many a star pass in D1, in case any of you were watching 2x4 in D1, and capitalized on many of them, which they are doing right now. That was in a nutshell.
I also said the phrase, break the pack wide open, which I'm pretty proud of. Pretty good, right? Yeah.
She's all right. I'm sure we could all do that.
Yeah. But I did.
Now, what I find particularly funny as a foreigner in Ireland is the weather, as the Argentinian people do, wearing jackets on bench.
That's an interesting move.
That isn't, it's cold, man,
Yeah.
all right?
It is winter.
It is winter, permanently in Ireland.
Rosie
Peacock. Ooh,
yielded in time. The ref says yes, they are able to return to track and push on the tripod.
However, Rasho did get out of pack first, did get a no pass, no penalty, therefore does not get... Oh, they do get lead jammer. I got confused there. There was a no pass, no penalty thing, lead jammer. Anyway, Rasho is lead jammer.
Rosie Peacock getting past one Argentinian by one, but they keep reforming in front of them.
I'm sorry, is that Manija with a pivot star? Yes, that pivot star. Oh my god.
Star.
Oh my god, pivot stripe.
The new position.
The new position.
Introduced to, we have to.
Variant of roller derby, the pivot star.
And Rosie Peacock manages to escape around at the outside on the corner. Meanwhile, Rasho is coming around for her third scoring pass, waiting patiently to call off the jam before Rosie Peacock gets a chance to score.
She did a bloody.
She did.
That's green hay, green ho for the Ireland team.
Green hay.
Green ho.
Green hay.
Green ho.
Yes. Lovely voices, everyone.
Sing for you all day, man.
Where's that music?
Probably we
back on
shouldn't.
there.
Tropical Mecánica with the star for Argentina.
She's got 3 stars, actually. Look at the
All the stars.
all the stars.
All the stars. She really wants
Can
to
she
jam.
ever not be a jammer?
Is that samples for Scotland?
It is simple indeed. Coming up against Pap and 3-5. Managing to outrace Pap, who was keeping up with her whilst going backwards. Gets lead as Argentina is sent to the box. Power jam for Scotland. This is the time to capitalize.
The place.
Time and place.
However, the pack keeps moving very fast for offense to try to get a hold on hips.
Semple going faster than her skates are, ends up on the track.
She also fell and seems to have gotten a boo-boo on the side.
Yes. The floor
Short-
takes no prisoners.
No, the floor takes 0 prisoners. Shorty doing a bit of offense for samples. However, there seems to be a recurrent amount of Argentinian blockers on track. Are you sure there's only just 4?
Well, there's only 3 now, actually.
Oh, it's only 3 now. Oh, I have spoken. I jinxed. There's also...
Keep up with the facts, Val.
Keep up. Oh, damn it. I hate the facts. Tropical Mecánica looking like she was going out, but faked and manages to get through. Star in hand. That is no points. You cannot score points unless the star is on your head.
You
Fact.
also can't score points before your initial pass, Val.
That was her initial pass.
That was her initial pass.
Also, Brew, you should tell me these things.
I'm here to help you out there.
Thanks,
I'm here to
pal.
let you finish your incorrect sentence.
So
and
you can
then
prove me wrong better?
correct you afterwards.
Thanks,
Yes.
friends.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
friends.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm glad you're in the other pack now. I don't. I miss you.
Oh,
A little bit.
that's nice.
A little bit. I say that on the microphone. Going back to our factual game.
Derby.
Shout out to our other officials who keep everyone in line. Or out of lines. Shorty doing some O for Patterson. Trying to give her a whip as well. In the meantime, Matt Flaka is trying to battle that 3-wall that looks so solid.
Argentina is sacrificing their own blockers to get Patterson out, and they are successful because they have leads.
Argentinian blockers doing a great job at recycling Patterson, who's still stuck at pack. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
She's stuck?
Yeah?
Yeah, oh, she's stuck.
Okay, just making
Initial
sure
pass.
that it was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
initial pass.
Oh, no, yeah.
You know, I'm afraid of speaking now.
Just pay attention, Val. That's all you have to do.
Listen, Brew. Listen.
Facts of the game. Star in hand, Patterson is being recycled again. She is still working on her initial pass, but she is getting a back block penalty. Not a good time for Scotland to be giving up another power jam to Argentina.
Matt Flaka, lead jammer on a power jam. Can Argentina capitalize? Sending everyone in for O and beyond. Matt Flaka trying to create a little bit of space. Scotland blockers recycling extremely well. However, they run out of space.
Argentina finding the opportunity to create pack at back, and they do so successfully, releasing Matt Flaka. Smart.
Second scoring pass for Matt Flaka on a power jam.
Knocked out by Riot, who recycles Matt Flaka to the back of the pack. Patterson on and off again.
Same penalty. She's just too strong, man.
Sometimes we don't know our own strength.
Matt Flaka decided that she's gotten enough ping-ponging from the Scotland blockers and decides to call it off.
She gets the 4 points, says, I passed their hips. Time to call it off. Freezing the Scottish jammer in the box. So Rasho is starting off unopposed.
Panties are flying left, right, and center into the crowd these days. Power start for Argentina. Can they make this work? Rasho at the front, battling two Scottish blockers and gets lead.
Some excellent pack management by Argentina.
Argentina have one at the back trying to create pack. Look at them get low. That is no new standards for low.
Scotland now finally a full complement of blockers on track, and Patterson
Shorty
is
flattening a Argentinian blocker, trying to create a little bit of pack manipulation themselves and throwing themselves onto the jammer. I'm sure not on purpose. In the meantime, Rasho is doing laps, 4 more points up on the board for her. I feel like this is really fast roller derby.
Shorty sent to the box. No pivot help for Patterson. Now patiently setting up the offense. Without success, unfortunately, Argentina gets a piece of Patterson and
A
recycles
piece of
her back.
Patterson. That's amazing.
Everyone wants a piece of Patterson.
A piece of Patterson. Rasho coming around again, scoring 5 points. Argentina doing their very best to contain and recycle Patterson, who is being helped now by some of her blockers.
Taking a nice stroll around the track is Rasho.
Rasho, in the meantime, has already put 25 points up on the board. Did she put 33 up yesterday at some stage? Did I read that correctly?
I read that nowhere.
You read that nowhere.
read that
Fact, Brew.
Facts.
Let me inform you of things roller derby,
That
since
is
you're so uncultured on the thing.
Excellent fact. I would like to hear all of your facts.
33 points on the board for Rasho yesterday during the second game. I don't really remember what happened, but there were 33. Can she beat her personal best? Ah, no.
Right at the
Not
end
good
of
enough,
that
Rasho,
jam.
just 30.
Just 30. So close. Better next time.
Better luck next time.
Better
Just
next
30
time.
points on the board for you.
At the end of that last jam, Shorty got a destruction of the pack penalty, so Scotland will be starting with 1 blocker down. Oh, Argentina also has someone in the box. Double penalty.
Double penalty.
Double bans. No advantage for anyone. Advantage jammer.
Advantage jammer. Both jammers battling it out. Those walls look solid. I would not like to be anyone on track right now.
Yes, Argentina kind of bracing and blocking both the jammer and the Scottish wall.
Lulazan doing her very best to try to get past some Scottish blockers with some offense. Unfortunately, doesn't manage to get through up until now as I spoke.
Just as you said it.
Just as I said it, lead jammer, Argentina.
Laurie trying to get through backwards, but ends up on the ground.
Unfortunate. Taking a whip on the outside. Lulazan doing a, apparently, is that a signature move for
Yes.
all Argentinian jammers?
Leaving some Scottish blockers in her wake as she blasts through with a whip. You don't see the whip enough these days.
No, you don't see many whips, which
No.
is a pity.
Sure did.
Laurie is getting back, putting the star back on her head.
Lots of whistles there from the refs. As the
Did
jam
Laurie manage to
ends.
get one before the whistle was called? Treff is holding his arm as if it's hurting, but I believe it's a penalty.
Penalties hurt us all, Val.
I know, I'm funny. My goal here is to make you laugh.
That was indeed Scotland that received a penalty on that last jam.
I'm very envious of all the Argentinian tans.
Very tans, very low, very sprightly, very backwards. on
Very
the
everything,
line,
very, very many.
all of the things.
Argentina get lead again. It just says lead on the scoreboard.
Rosie managed to jump around. However, they must have put out a skate as they are heading to the box.
Matt Flacca going
Yes.
around the track, getting a full complement of points, 5 up there on the board,
Yes,
on a
1-9.
power jam.
On a power jam.
Argentina have
No
a blocker
block is
down.
called. Scotland are down to three blockers.
Everyone is recycling around Matt Flaka. However, here comes the cavalry, and Matt Flaka manages to get 5 more points up on the board.
Argentina just flying into that wall to break them apart. Rosie Peacock back on track. Argentina ready for them and just gets a piece of Rosie before she's able to go around, so has to recycle.
Papap coming in to help that 3 wall, trying to contain Peacock. Now, we have played against Peacock. That person is strong.
She is very strong. Causes one blocker to fall. Unfortunately, Argentina had one other blocker in front.
A bit of a to and fro between Peacock and Papap, where they're trying to outdo each other. Scotland blockers.
Sorry, Peacock makes the pass a little.
I didn't even see that. I was too busy looking at the Scottish blockers doing some fantastic recycling on the Argentinian jammer.
Right before Little is maybe able to cause any damage. Argentina calls off the jam. However, a cut call is being called on somebody.
We're just coming into the second half of the second half, so only 15 minutes more of this type of roller derby to go. Stay tuned for Argentina-Ireland.
Yes, refs trying to get Argentina's attention. Their jammer did receive a penalty at the end of that jam.
Can Scotland capitalize on this?
200 points, guys. That's all you need.
No pressure, one jam.
Yeah. 232 points.
The score is now 48 to 280 for Argentina.
Anyone's game.
Fact.
Fact.
Thank you, Al, for minding the track for us.
Good, you're on it again.
I just said thank you.
You wanted our support, and what do we get?
Some attitude on him. We have our 2 coaches making sure that the track is perfect.
Al trying to steal the inside line one more time.
One more time.
Phoebe is coming around on the coming around corner 4. I'm so funny. So funny.
In the meantime, we have Team Ireland warming up with a beautiful circle of high knees.
Beautiful and high knees do not belong in the same sentence.
Beautiful high knees, ladies.
Not in the same sentence.
Kick them butts. And
roller
we're
derby
back.
is about to start again.
Roller derby. We have 3 Argentinian blockers against Not Sorry Laurie. Can they capitalize on this power start? Yes, they can.
They can. Let's hear it for Scotland. Thank you.
Scotland trapping a goat at the back to trying to make the jammer's job a little bit easier at the front, see if they can push them out of play.
Not able to get their fellow blockers' attention, though, to create pack at the back. So now attempting a sweep on the inside.
However, no star on their head. It's hard to see, but Matt Flaka is out of pack. Finished her initial pass.
Well done, Val.
I know, I got it right.
Well
You proud, Brew? You proud?
I'm so proud.
Oh, they grew up so fast.
Laurie ends up on the floor trying to get past Argentina.
Penalty being issued to the Argentinian pivot. In the meantime, Not Sorry Laurie. Can I say that with a sorry? Sorry, Laurie.
Using those angles on the corners to break through the middle. Matt Flaka is not too far behind.
Fun fact, it's harder to block on the corners.
Definitely
Not so
is.
fun fact. Annoying fact. Argentina with 2 blockers in the box have to try to make do, trying to do offense and defense and offense and defense and, the usual.
You know roller derby.
I know roller derby. Now, hold on. There's only 1 blocker on track.
1 Argentinian blocker. Laurie calls it off, freezes 2 Argentinian blockers in the box. So Scotland will have pack advantage for the next jam. Let's see if they can use this to their advantage.
Pop-up showing off some amazing artistic skills.
Rogue Coke bottle flying into the OPR lane. Good work, Gautier.
Severe practice advantage for Argentina. Can Sample make something out of this? In the meantime, Tropical Mechanica stuck at the back of pack. Star is off. Sample is already through for her first scoring pass.
Knocked out by Papap and recycled by 3-5.
Some beautiful toe stop work on the outside, getting Scotland 4 points.
Tropical Mechanica now back around. Backwards toe stopping on the outside line for 4 points.
That was some beautiful footwork. Scotland deciding to limit the damage, calling it off before they can come back and score more points.
So they did come out on top on that gem, 6-4.
I feel like it's getting very crowded behind us. Just too many people. And they're making a lot of noise.
Football knees.
Oh, you see this? You see this warm-up? That's really difficult to do mentally. I can't get my leg up at the right time.
Legs are meant to be down, Val.
They're meant to be on the ground, right?
Down.
Right? Patterson versus Rasho. Pack advantage for Argentina. However, I just see a lot of bodies everywhere. Patterson trying to get out on the outside. Whoever gets the toe stop just outside of track could call penalty.
So close, racing to the box, sitting
Manika
down.
gets the star.
She has completed her initial pass.
Argentina getting together and doing a fantastic sweep on the in. Clear path for Manija
For
5 points. A grand slam.
Grando Slamo. This is another 2-minute gem. Star was past, thinking the one disadvantage to being so quick at taking off the star is that you may have given up lead.
I hate when that happens, when
don't
you take off the star as soon as you hear the lead, and sometimes it's revoked. Ooh, attempt of a apex jump of Biafa Manija, but Shorty is not having it. Still in power jam for Argentina. However, Manija is stuck at the back of pack.
Patiently waiting for some help to arrive. And it comes in the form of Rasho, but she is knocked off track and recycled by 1-9.
In the meantime, Patterson nearly sneaks unpassed. I'd say unwatched even. Unseen, that's the word.
Forces Argentina out of play. Manny, 1 foot turn. Unfortunately, gets a wheel over the line and is called on a cut.
There's cutting penalties being awarded left, right, and center.
Soon to be joined by Patterson, and the gem is called off.
Now, official brew. What happens when both jammers in the box for factual brew, factual fact? Educate us.
One is one standing. It depends on.
There is one standing. I can see that too.
Yeah. So someone did sit before the end of the jam, so she will be released as soon as the jam starts.
It looks like they're both going to be released.
If they sat at the same time, they both get released at the same time.
I knew that bit.
Jammers, there always has to be a jammer on track. So if a jammer sits down and the other jammer joins her, that first jammer gets to stand up and get out. And because we're fair here in Derby, that second jammer only has to sit down for the same amount of seconds as the first jammer sat. That is why both jammers were released almost at the same time.
Wow. Facts
There's
are
some
fun.
facts for you.
In the meantime, Manija got lead as in for her first scoring pass. The star got passed for Scotland. Little is now the active jammer. Manija decides that she's had enough, gets some points, call the jam, start all over again.
Manija can never get enough, Val.
No, I'm not too sure she can. Peacock versus Lulazan. In the meantime, a very bored-looking Argentinian pivot sits in the box.
Team timeout for Argentina.
When are we having the DRD raffle?
I don't know, Val.
Oh, we don't know? Cool.
That is a fact I do not have.
Disappointing, bro.
One of the few.
Disappointing.
I know. I'm disappointed in myself.
I would be too.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in you too.
Good. I'm glad. You're right for once. So, while we take this team timeout, we're going to run through who our lovely officials were for this game. We didn't get a chance at the beginning. So on NSO, we have Pussy Panzerfaust as the head NSO for this game. So running through the lovely officials, you will see is Purple Pain, Crystal Vice, Jumpin' Jack Smash, Julius Caesar, Miss Fury, Brain of Terror, Bliss of Death, and Stormborn. They are our lovely pink officials today, our NSOs, and in and around the track on wheels, we have BA as our head ref,
Woo!
Shref, Ref Bridges, Funk as Punk, Sector, Gautier, Anton Deck, and Maureen.
And we are back. Lulazan versus Peacock. Lulazan hopping in on the inside, getting lead. Peacock getting recycled on the outside. This is so intense.
Fantastic.
So intense. Stay tuned if you want to see Ireland versus Argentina after this game. Of course you want to see that. I don't know who's talking behind me. Hi, Holly. Of course you want to see that.
Rosie Peacock does a nice little step around, but they end up getting a cutting the track penalty and are headed to the box along with their pivot. Shorty.
Lulazan has a Pyro Jam and pack advantage. Can they capitalize? I keep on saying this, but the Argentinian inside sweep is something that is textbook perfect. And Lulazan gets her 5 points. The crowd is very silent. Can we get some cheering going? Thanks, Bam. More cheering going.
Woo. It's too intense.
Oh no, there seems to be a jammer swap.
As Rosie Peacock enters the track, Luzon picks up a penalty herself and heads to the box. As Rosie Peacock ducks in and out of the Argentinian blockers, getting out for their initial pass.
Scotland is doing a fantastic job at trying to goat an Argentinian blocker at the back, trying to make Peacock's job easier at the front. Peacock can push a wall, but apparently Argentinians can get real low.
Unfortunately, they can get low out of the engagement zone as well.
That sucks.
Giving themselves a penalty.
Peacock putting 5 points on the board this time around. 30 seconds seem to have elapsed, and Lulazan is out of pack.
Rosie Peacock grabs those last 4 points at the very end of that jam. An excellent, excellent run for Rosie.
That was an intense jam. Intense. Total of 24 points being put up on that board.
Argentina, unfortunately, takes most of those points from the perspective of Scotland. Fortunate for Argentina, not so fortunate for Scotland.
Pack advantage for Scotland, only 2 Argentinian blockers on track. However, there seems to be a big mush-up in lanes 1 and 2. All the derby is being played. However, it doesn't stop Matt Flaka getting an inside line and lead.
Semple choosing to go through the pack rather than around, gets out for her initial pass. Matt Flaka about to hit the pack, racing around.
This is some fast roller derby. Everyone is just running.
Looking as though Argentina wants to burn some clock on this one.
However, that's 1 point now for Scotland. Or none.
1 for Argentina, none for Scotland. Did she?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Oh, she did.
Do we mention those things? What?
Scotland deciding to start with one blocker inside the Argentinian wall. Argentinians who do not look phased and managed to hit the Scottish jammer out. In the meantime, the Scottish wall is doing a really good job against Rasho. You're going to need all your help you can get there, Rasho. They look solid. There seems to be a fantastic battle for lead that Rasho manages to take.
Semper with star in hand, trying to pass it off, but gets hit out and recycled back by Argentina. Manny hits Semple out of the air and brings her back.
In the meantime, Rasho doing a what I feel like is now the signature move for Argentina, a outside transition on one leg to get some
whip.
points.
Combined with shirt whip out of the back.
I want to know how many of the Team Argentina skaters have background in artistic skating. Because I know for certain 2 do. However, Not Sorry Laurie pulls the same trick, transition on the outside, gets hips in front, and no points. No, I got that wrong. It's my angle.
It's the whistles as well, I think.
Yeah, it's also,
tricky.
yeah, it is, it is.
First set of 4 whistles, folks, you can score within the first set of 4 whistles. Once that last whistle blows, that's the end of it. However, the officials helpfully blow their whistles 4 times, 2 more times.
Fact.
To let you know that the jam is over. All right, we have an official.
The same thing happened. Guys, we know this. We know what whistle is the start of the game. VB looking at that outside. Where's Al on the inside? Well, VB's on his own. He's looking at that track.
Al has done his time as a perm and has respectfully retired from
from the track monkeying business. VB walking that line like no one has ever walked that line before.
Walking alone.
You show that line who's boss, VB. Oh, he's found something. He's found something. You get it, boy. I'm so happy he can't hear me.
I'm sure someone will tell him later.
I'm sure someone will tell him.
Right.
Push-ups for Val. I wonder what the officiating official stop is. Intruder Brew. Why are you not finding out?
We have been helpfully informed that one of the skaters has fouled out. I'm assuming an Argentinian skater, since there's no Scottish skaters in the box, has fouled out and has been replaced
By another skater.
by someone else.
We do not know who it is. Tropical Mechanica versus Patterson. Pack advantage for Scotland. However, not for long. Is that Mackie? No, Temis coming out of the box, doing some, Patterson doing a fantastic apex jump, all the action.
This game has everything, folks.
Patterson
Jammer
is very
jammer
quick, catching up. Jammer on jammer action. I've lost track of what's happening, it's so exciting.
Lots of acts up in the middle.
In an attempt to stop herself, Patterson, who has been hit out and recycled by Papap, gets a track cut penalty. It is a power jam for Argentina. However, this time there's a full complement of blockers on track, which makes it a whole lot harder.
Another smash by Argentina, sending 2 Scottish blockers to the floor, giving Tropical Mechanica the space to get around on the outside again.
Beautiful goating happening on behalf of Argentina.
3-9 tries to get a hip in front of Tropical Mechanica, but she gets around Patterson out of the box and around. Unfortunately, cannot control the speed. He sends herself flying off the apex.
Pop telling her jammer to call it off.
Well, she's got all those 5 points.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Effort done.
Mm-hmm. Give someone else a chance. Patterson does manage to pick up 4 points on that scoring pass.
Some nice fist pumping happening on the jammer line. Both jammers having the lols.
Good old fist pump.
Doesn't look like they've been beaten up all day long.
Rosie and Flaka on the line again. Rosie finding the outside. Getting a little push from Riot, or not from Riot.
There's a lot of hand signals happening at the front of pack. Rosie
making
Peacock is lead.
coming around for their first scoring pass. With the speed.
Untouched. 5 points for Rosie Peacock.
Flaka losing her star, but only for a second. Trying to find her pivot, and she does. It's Manny. Manny working her way around, backwards, forwards, upside down. She gets out.
Cartwheeling around. Star is being put on by the pivot. Rosie Peacock puts another 4 on the
Looks like
scoreboard.
Scotland's going to run it, and a good call. Rosie gets another scoring pass.
Peacock is on fire. Putting up points on the scoreboard, just like they're nothing.
Coming back around on their 4th pass, but they get a little knock from one of the Argentinian blockers. Little, big.
In the meantime, Manika working her way at the very front of pack. There seems to be a battle for bridging.
Finding space hard to capitalize on. She does it backwards again. Rosie forced back around.
Argentina blocker
Trying
Kamola.
to call it off, and she does.
Oh my God, that was a final jam. I didn't even notice.
Unofficial score. This game was so exciting, we just couldn't stop.
It's just like, give me more roller derby.
100 points for Scotland. They broke the seal on that one.
356 points to Argentina against 100 points towards Scotland. Big round of applause for Scotland, who played 2 games in a row. That is not easy.
Argentina about to do the same against Ireland in just a short period of time. Final score. Well done. I think roller derby won today, Val.
Yeah, that is a
Also
lot
Argentina.
of roller.
Also Argentina won.
Argentina. And Canada.
But also roller derby.
Roller derby.
Yeah.
That was some fantastic bit of roller derby. Stay tuned for your 3rd and final game of today, Argentina versus Ireland. Make sure you come down to track to give the players a high five, because that looked tough. And a high five is all really they need, right?
They deserve it. They deserve it.
Some fantastic roller derby being played. Make sure you stay tuned. We are also live streaming for those people at home who can't see, which is irrelevant for me saying right now. But tell your friends that they can tune in.
Text everyone.
Text everyone. Text your pals.
Do people still text?
We have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We are cool.
WhatsApp, Facebook, tweet.
WhatsApp for texting you?
I don't know, whatever. Do people still use phones as a phone anymore? I don't know.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, DRD scores.
All of the social medias.
All of the medias. DublinRollerDerby.com.
That one, yes. We've just informed another factual fact. Al Gore has invented the internet. That was a factual fact, not
That was a factual fact. No, it was a fantastic fact.
We only do actual facts here.
No, fair enough.
He actually said that. That was proud.
Are you announcing the next game, Bob?
Say that to the media, they actually checked.
Are you announcing the next game? Are you announcing the next game?
I think so.
You think so? Bob Noxious on the microphone for Ireland versus Argentina. I got confused. So many countries.
Who else is playing? There's only 3, Val.
There's only 3. 3 is more than 2.
3 is more than 2.
Fact.
That is a fact.
That is a factual fact.
No, that's an actual fact.
That's an actual
Get
fact.
your facts right.
Oh my
Val.
God.
My God.
How confusing.
My God. It's okay. One day you'll learn.
One day I'll
One
get
day.
there. English is not my first language. It is not my first language.
Are you announcing the second game as well?
Been a pleasure, Brew.
As always, Val.
See you for training.
See you tomorrow.
See you on training. Oh, Mariah.